I followed my wife into the basement. I wasn't supposed to see who she was keeping down there. I knew my wife was hiding something when she suddenly started locking the basement door every night at exactly 10 p.m. We'd lived in that house for 3 years, and that door had never even had a lock before, let alone a key she kept on her at all times. At first, I tried to ignore it. She'd been stressed since losing her job, barely sleeping, jumping at small noises, but then I started hearing sounds from below us. Not loud, just careful movement, like someone trying not to be heard. One night, I pretended to leave for a late shift, drove around the block, then parked down the street and watched the house from outside. Right at 10, the kitchen light flicked on and I saw her walk to the basement door carrying a plate of food and a bottle of water. My stomach dropped. She unlocked the door, slipped inside, and locked it behind her. I waited 20 minutes, my heart pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears, before going in through the back door and using the spare key I'd found hidden in her coat earlier that week. The basement was dim, only one bulb on. At first it looked empty, boxes, old furniture, nothing unusual, until I heard breathing, slow, shaky. I followed the sound to the far support beam where we stored paint cans, and that's when I saw him, a man sitting on the floor, wrists chained to the pipe, face bruised, lips split, eyes wide with fear. When he saw me, he started crying quietly and whispered, "You need to call the police. She thinks I'm someone else." My mind was still trying to process what I was seeing when I heard the basement door creak open behind me. I turned slowly. My wife stood at the bottom of the stairs, keys in one hand, something metallic in the other. Her voice was calm, too calm. "I told you not to come down here." I looked back at the chained man, then at her, and that's when she said the words that made my blood run cold. "He broke into our house last year. He killed you. I'm just waiting for him to admit it." The way she looked at me after that made me realize she didn't see her husband standing in front of her anymore. She saw a ghost, and I suddenly understood the man chained to the pipe might not be the only one in danger down there.